family. Welcome, welcome. I know I'm like 3 minutes early, but I thought I would come on. I seen you guys waiting, so I wanted to come in because it's like, oh no, you didn't see that coming now, did you? Yeah, so we'll wait for people to get in here. And like I said, you know me, that when God has me speak the truth about something or say something or bring something forward, you know I don't hold back, because that's part of my journey, is speaking the truth and speaking the things that people do not want to talk about, that people do not want to hear, that people don't want to deal with. So tonight we're going to start out on something very significant, and it's not completely finished, but I have it right here for you. And this is something that I wrote, okay? It was written last night at 9:56 p.m., which is a 911 message from God, because this is going to touch a lot of you, okay? And when I say this is going to touch a lot of you, you're going to be able to resonate with what it is saying, okay? Now, mind you, I am no musician, okay? And it came out as it was like written like a song, okay? But really, it's my poem. I look at it as a poem because I write poems, but there was an energy that came through, very sad, very burdened, and it was like he was walking with me through this process. He was the one collaborating with this beautiful message, okay? So like I said, it's going to get very, very deep, and a lot of you are going to resonate with it. So forget the singing part of it when you hear me, because I'm saying it in my head like he had put it to me last night. Now, he is crossed over, loved ones, so just make sure. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and that little notification bell so you know when I do go live. Don't forget to show it or share it to our soul family. I want to thank all of our new soul family members. I think we gained like 23 or 24 of them since that last beautiful video. Hello, Purple Bird. How is it going, sweetheart? So I want to thank all of our new 23 soul family members. Keep sharing, keep bringing it to the light, because on this channel here, you're going to have true healing. You're going to have true understanding. So let me get the cactus flower, because the reason why Father said the cactus flower is because this is going to emotionally, he said, don't give it away, because you might not want to hear it and you might want to click off. So I'll just keep you in suspense. Okay. All right. So let's get the cactus flower going. We're going to get some Palo Santos going. And like I said, I can sing, but I have not created the beats, because I have all the stuff to create, like the beats and the stuff, you know, for the guitar riffs and stuff, because I love to play guitar. I still have it as a mission to learn how to play drums, but haven't gotten that far yet. But we'll get there one day. One day. All right, so let's get the Palo Santos for our family, because I am protecting all of our soul family in this time of healing, on this journey with the unconditional love of bringing things to the light. And after I give you this message that is written down here, that I wrote down at 9:56 p.m. last night, God says we're also going to turn to the Bible for a few scriptures of what this resonates with, okay? So make sure you pay attention, soul family. To any of our new soul family, welcome, welcome. Here we strive to come to that healing journey and know that you are never alone, okay? So here's Father protecting us, and the passion of Christ is within us, because as you see, it is on it. It is available, and we need to keep persevering forward. Never give up, never surrender. Because just when you think your flame is going out, there's going to be something that shows you that it was meant for you, okay? All right, so with all due respect, let me get this out, because like I said, I don't care what people think about me when I go and do this. I need you to listen to the message, okay? This is the message that's written in this, well, they keep calling it a song, okay? He keeps calling it a song because he said if I was here, I would have turned this into a song. He says, because you are a writer, and he said this is going to touch many people just like I did, because he's well known, very famous and well known of who he is, but I can't say his name out of due respect, okay? So here we go. So family, are you ready? It's called Crying Eyes. Woo-wee. All right. As I pray for the enemy's lies, I wipe the tears from these crying eyes. Oh, the pain hurts as the blood returns to the sea. Deep in emotions, are you feeling me? Our bones buried in the ground for all to come around, hovering over what they didn't want to see. I pray for the enemies with all the lies and deceit. Troubles come and time shall pass. The healing is real and now I'm going to mass. But the memories that hurt will forever last. You abused me, you broke me, you scarred me, you trapped me in my head. Now I'm falling in this misery, thought you were my friend. Lo and behold, you lied about that too. Overlooked what I was going through. Didn't seem to care about all the abuse I was holding on to. It changed me as a person, I know you seen it too. You abused me, you broke me, you scarred me, and trapped me in my head. Now I'm falling in this misery, thought you were my friend. They called me a liar and pushed it to the side. Fell to my knees, looking to the sky. All I could do was break down and cry. I know life is not fair, that's why you didn't care, believing the enemy's lies, trying to cover and disguise all the pain and abuse. It's okay, I found my place, speaking out the truth all over the place. As I pray for the enemy's lies, I wipe the tears from these crying eyes. Let the truth speak out for all the other victims walking about. You abused me, you broke me, you scarred me, and trapped me in my head. Now I'm falling in this misery, thought you were my friend. I feel your pain as you feel mine. The hurt is real, the memories have scarred, it tore us apart. But this life is precious, so remember who you are. Remember who you are. I said, remember who you are. You don't deserve to carry these scars. Release them, speak about them, and bring peace to your heart. You abused me, you broke me, you scarred me, trapped me in my head. Now I'm falling in this misery, thought you were my friend. The world needs to know you had to restart to grow, exposing the enemies that scarred you and tore you apart. So always and forever remember who you are. Bones buried in the ground, blood returns to the sea. No longer a victim, God set them emotions free. All glory to God for his grace and mercy. Walk your purpose and you will see. God picked you up from that misery. He's the one that loves you and me. So that is the song called Crying Eyes. And like I said, I wrote that last night at 9:56 p.m. I'm telling you, the tone wasn't off. I mean, I can sing, and I've always sung, in the choir and stuff through high school and everything, but the message is real, There's so many people that betray us. There's so many energies that come at us. There's so much pain that we carry as individuals. And it affects our everyday life. It affects the relationships. It affects, our interactions, how we trust, how we love. And, people always want to make you out to be the liar. Okay. Now, many of you are holding very dark, deep secrets that you feel shameful for, that you feel a disgust for. And it's like, Father is saying that we need to bring it out. So, like I said, this is my song. I own copyrights to what I just put out there. And Father wanted me to say that because I'm not a musician, but I do write. And my creative writing brings out the healing for the pain that we suffer and we go through. So now he is bringing me to the Bible. To the Bible. And this is very significant because on my last video, and first and foremost, I want to say to all 383 people that came in and saw that video and listened to God when we were talking about Laban and Pharaoh. And I said at the end of the video that I saw 133333. And I said, oh, that's for the next video. Well, Father wants me to tell you that that is the hope and optimism during our hard times and things are changing. You know, focus on your success because you have a new career that's coming in, better health that's coming in, better finances that are coming in. And Father said, you know, during these hard times, becoming closer to him and being that light worker, just know that he is the master teacher. He is the uplifter. He is going to give you the strength and the courage to move forward. He is the one that can heal you, to give you that healing testimony of the true power of him. And you will feel his power because abundantly it is going to shine, right? So when the owl came to me, and it came to me for multiple reasons last night, but the owl is the messenger to give this wisdom and knowledge out. That many of us are in our mental heads. We're trapped in our head with these scars from abuse, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, or spiritually. We are trapped, and that is our misery. And as we go on the journey, we have to find that balance and harmony. We have to understand that the guardian angels and God are right there to who we can trust, who will lift us up, who will get us on our path, who will help us focus our mind on manifesting our desires. And our desire is to come closer with him and understand that our thoughts and actions are powerful inner strength. That is where the wisdom comes. And that's being in this existence. That's knowing that our wisdom and our balance is divine transformation within ourselves. So when we talk about these things, when we let them out, nobody can use this stuff against you. So family, I'm telling you, it's best to have that powerful meaning of letting it out, because it's like if you have a hidden secret and say you're very successful, you're doing something that's very successful for humanity, and this secret is trapped within your energetic vessel, and you don't release it, and somebody finds out about it and they think, oh, well, I am going to tarnish this person by exposing their secret. If you are vulnerable and transparent and you expose it, there is no way they can hurt you. And that's why I like to say Hakuna Matata means no worries, baby. And I'm not going to get a copyright, okay? I was being able to utilize that in the way. I just thought about that. But this is a spiritual message from Father that, listen, you're on the right path. You have the right thoughts. It's like everything that you're feeling in your instincts and your intuition is aligned with your life purpose. Now, I keep telling you, we have a life purpose and a soul mission, and Father says yes. Now, tomorrow is the full moon in Gemini. The thing is, it's called the beaver moon. The beaver moon is to chip away from these things, creating endings and having a realization that Saturn in Pisces, it like governs them rules and limits. Now, the thing is if you want to follow the worldly rules and limit yourself and hold them down and not ready to heal, that's something that you have to take up with Father when you're ready. But it's like Father is saying during this time, nobody can limit or try to control your emotions. But Father can release you, like it said in this song. Right here. Hold on, let me get it. But God set them emotions free, because when you surrender it to him, he frees you from all of that. The scars still remain. Them are your battle wounds, okay? Because we are imperfectly perfect, flaws and all. But them are your battle wounds, but they do not define who we are as an individual, right? It just means that some of us had to walk a harder journey. Some of us had to go through harder things. This is very, with the full moon tomorrow in Gemini, is the fiery passion to allow these things to let go. And as you see, I'm wearing red for the Passion of Christ, is because nobody can control our emotions. We have to, free will, come in and be able to heal these things, right? So in order for us to do that, we have to pray for our enemies. We have to wipe away the tears. We have to stand up to what is going on, because even the people who abused us, who broke us, who scarred us, and trapped us in our head. Yes, hello, Sister Luana. Everybody who trapped us in our head in this misery, and we thought was a friend, or we thought was a family member who was there to support us, but they didn't. They were the ones actually hurting us, okay? The thing is this is bringing to something and a subject that Father said many people do not bring this out, but millions of people are trapped in their head because of this, because of the abuse. And mind you, it can be any abuse that I'm talking about, mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, spiritually, okay? It traps in our head. It traps in our energetic vessel. It tries to stop the process. It tries to stop our flow. But as you can see with me writing this song, and I'm still going to work on it, because he said that he wanted me to come up with the angelic beats and work with the guardian angels for that angelic beat to go for this, for my own doing, because I just wanted to co-create. The thing is this massive message in this Crying Eyes song speaks a lot of us are crying out. A lot of us our souls are crying out to heal from this abuse, mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, and spiritually. Okay? And there's one massive one that this gentleman that came through and co-created this with me, he was right there. I could see his smile. He just energetic, and it's like he was right there and said, everything that I gone through, I hid it for so long. I fought the demons in my head, but they won. And that's why he said, when we were co-creating this, and we said that our bones were buried in the ground for all to come around, hovering over, okay? Because these dark feelings and demonic energies that stick to us make us do things in a certain way. The thing is unfortunately, we have to bury them. And I don't want it to be physically, because all lives matter. Okay, Father says we are a bouquet of flowers. We come in all different shapes, colors, and sizes. And it is to bring that divinity and unity back. But he says our bones buried. Okay, confirmation. He's saying that our bones are buried, because the thing is these things that we have held onto are the bones that are stopping us from our success, stopping us from our better health, stopping us from our better mental space, okay? And when it comes down to it, it's like when he's talking about the blood returns to the sea, Father created the sea. That's the sea of emotions. So when you bleed this out, key word, and the reason why I'm saying this for any music lover out there, key word, bleed this out and return it back to the sea. That's the person that helped me come through. He came through spiritually last night, and we sat here for over an hour, amazingly doing this. And it was the saddest day of my life when it took place, because them demons won. And we have to stop them demons from coming in and taking your precious life. Okay? So here it is. For all of you who have gone through sexual abuse. Okay? Father is bringing this forward because a lot of people don't want to deal with this. A lot of people have been blamed by others, burdened by others. They want to make you to not remember. But the thing is how many of you have gone through this stuff, and them scars have remained for 1, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. Them scars have remained. And you fought yourself in your head about not bringing them out, about not speaking about it, about not bringing it forward, and Father's saying, behold, this is my land. He wants his children to plant seeds, to grow. So now we're coming down to Genesis 19, okay? The seducer. And it's talking all about their desire to fulfill the first divine evolutionary degree of procreation. Now, when you talk of this, it's talking about anybody who was sexually abused from a family, a friend, a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, a brother, a sister, whoever it may be, right? We're talking about Lot and his 2 daughters. But the only reason why Father is bringing it forward is because this is considered destruction. And Father is talking about, not a lot of people want to talk about the destruction. And he says, my daughter, I know you will, because you've gone through it. You know their pain. You know their scars. You may not know exactly what transpired, but you know exactly what it's all about because it's happened to you. Daughter, I need you to bring this because this is the destruction. Not only was it the destruction of Sodom, but it's the destruction of our world today, being mentally stuck in your head, trapped in your head because of what has gone wrong. So Father is sitting here talking about Lot and his 2 daughters. Now, Lot had an addiction, okay? And a lot of you can resonate when you're thinking back to your abuse that there was some type of addiction, whether it was power and control, whether it was alcohol, whether it was drugs, whatever it may be. The thing is these people would use the addiction and then come in and seduce and abuse, right? And after they would sober up or after they would come down and everything else, it would be like, don't you say nothing. Don't you speak on this. It is all your fault. You took advantage of me because I was this, and this. But really, you are a knee-high to a grasshopper or on forward, depending on your age. But the thing is when it comes in and talks about it, is Lot had 2 daughters. And he lied to his daughters. Instead of protecting them, he lied to them. He said that there was no other man out there. He got drunk off of wine. The daughter, the older sister and the younger sister. Now, mind you, when we get into this, it's going to be pretty hot and heavy, but it's a message that Father said needs to, because this is one of the destructions that is taking his beautiful children. Instead of turning to him, they let this destruction be called back with him. And when he calls them back, it's like they were meant for a purpose here. And their purpose was given up early because of the fact that they either took their own life or something happened that put them in harm's way. And this is what needs to stop, okay? So when he's talking about this, it's like Lot, he not only lied to his daughters, got drunk off of wine, and the incest happened. And this was a repeated thing over and over and over again, because he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew that this would happen because he was lying to his daughters and saying that there was no other man. The thing is these two daughters ended up pregnant by their father, a man that they looked up to, a man that they trusted and believed in. And the oldest daughter had a son, Moab, and the youngest daughter had a son named Ben-Ami, okay, which then became the Moabites and the Ammonites, okay? And this was a community that became a mob of trafficking his own daughters, as he lied about it, right? He lied about it. And Abraham, this was Abraham's nephew. Abraham said, listen, you are a no good nephew to do this. This is forbidden. And he's like, wait a minute. He tried to justify. He tried to justify what he was doing. Oh, I was too drunk. I couldn't have done that. Oh, no, I didn't do that. And he started blaming the daughters, which then began, good morning, hello, hello. Good morning, Uday, hello, hello, Paula, yes, yes, yes. The thing is Lot started blaming his daughters, saying that they're lying. There's no way he could have done it. He was too drunk. He couldn't perform. The thing is when this type of stuff happens, they make excuses. They try to justify. They make the victim feel like it's their fault. No. Now, Father is saying the seduction, according to the Bible, is if you look and see under the tree of knowledge, which is the good and evil in the Garden of Eden, right? That's where Eve was blamed for seducing Adam to commit this original sin. But that wasn't the truth. That wasn't the truth. The thing is most of us that have gone through this, whether it is friends, family, and I'm going to go through a list because Father put it all out there for tonight. Okay? Yes, and so family, I want to quick break in. We have 23 new family soul members, okay? So welcome them all. They come all around from the UK to everywhere, okay? Welcome our soul family. The thing is they try to divert the responsibility of the crime that is taking place by hushing this and it being encoded in the Bible of the story of Lot and his daughters, okay? It's like, it's almost like your accuser or your seducer or abuser would whisper to you, don't tell anybody or I'll do this, 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 and this. The thing is with them whispering in your ear, it's exactly what was being talked about in the Bible, right? They would whisper in the ear that the Bible itself does not condemn this sort of thing. Okay? But the thing is, there was a fine line. And it is a sin. Okay? So Father is saying that the tradition of the father-daughter, incest, or the friends, in-laws, whatever it may be, who have hurt you, who have done this, it's like the blame gets shifted and you hold that scar, you hold that burden, and then it plays out in your lifetime. in the relationships. You don't allow people to get close to you. You don't trust. You feel abandoned. You feel ashamed. It's like you don't want any of that type of behavior around you. You protect your kids. You break that generational curse and make sure that it's not happening. But you need to know that Father is saying that this is alive and around the world today. Many people are getting seduced. And when I say seduced, it's not talking about you being in a committed, intimate relationship. I'm talking somebody that you trusted come in and abuse you mentally, emotionally, sexually, or spiritually. Okay? But this is happening all around the world. And he's saying that us victims, which at the time, yes, we're victims because some of us were children. Some of us were children that this happened to. And these memories, the psychiatrist and people, that help us say, oh, you're unreliable. Your story's not true. You can't remember what happened. You don't see what happened, but the scars are real. So family, the scars are real. That is a scar that you can remember every detail. And the things that you can't remember, it's because God has blocked them out so that you don't take your own life, so you don't get stuck and trapped in your head because you were not enjoying it. You were not allowing it. You were not laying down with this person on your free will. This was abuse. And Father said that these have been shown for many, many decades. And the ancient tradition of shifting the blame away from the person who acted upon this and shifted the blame perpetuates that, oh, they ain't speaking the truth. They're lying. I didn't do this. I didn't do this. But really they did. And Father's saying that, listen, your memories of your pain is a testimony to your journey. Them scars are your battle wounds, and they are real. And many who have been abused mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, or spiritually, we carry them scars. Some of us carry the children. Some of us, endure all this pain. And what happens? It goes back to the video that I made 3 days ago. Go and watch that video when it says, wow, surprisingly, okay? That video has 383 views right now. And that's talking about Laban and Pharaoh, how your family and Satan work together to make you carry these burdens, to keep you silenced, to keep it hushed, and to make them think that they're going to get away with what they did. And they're not. They're not. Father says that your memories are as accurate as the description that you can give. It is completely accurate because you cannot forget. You have not healed from it. You hold that within. Some of us had, abusive parents, abusive, siblings, whatever it may be. The thing is a lot of us are trapped in our head. And that's why with my song that came out called Crying Eyes, if you didn't hear it, go to the beginning of the video. Like I said, and Father said, listen, Luke 12:53 in the King James Version, father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Why is that? Why is that? Because they are against you, because you remember, you know the pain, you know the scars, you know the abuse. The thing is some of you can't fight that demon to bring it out and release it, to know you are not the only one. You are not the only one. This is alive and around the world. This is an everyday happening thing. And we have to break that, okay? We have to break that. Now, Father said in the Bible, as they are trying to justify that it's not written in the Bible, that this is okay, and that they can, proclaim to do the procreation. No, Father said this is forbidden relationships in the Bible. He is saying among the forbidden couples or relationships, there is not to be any parent or child sexual interaction whatsoever, whether it's rape, whether it's molestation, whether it's just whatever. It's forbidden. Sisters and brothers, it's forbidden. Grandparents and grandchildren, it's forbidden. Uncles and nieces, it's forbidden. Aunts and nephews, it's forbidden. Between your half siblings and your full siblings and certain close in-laws, it's forbidden. And this is the Levitical law. Okay, this is found in Leviticus chapter 18, verse 6 through 18. This is telling you this is forbidden. This is not okay. It is not your burden. You are not to carry the scars. Just like I said right here in my song. Where is it? And it says, I feel your pain as mine is the same. The hurt is real. The memories have scarred. It tore me apart. But this life is precious. So remember who you are. Remember who you are. I said, remember who you are. You don't deserve to carry these scars. Release them. Speak about them and bring peace to your heart. Because a lot of you were not even old enough to consent to anything. A lot of you were victims of whether it was your mother's boyfriend or your father's girlfriends or whatever it may be. You were a victim. And these are forbidden relationships in the Bible. And like I said, this is the Levitical law. And it's found in Leviticus chapter 18, 6 through 18. That them relationships are forbidden. So when they try to flip the blame to justify their actions, their addictions, the things that they are doing, because they have lack of low self-esteem, that is why you get abused mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. That's why you get abused, because they have low self-esteem. And this is also supplemented by Leviticus chapter 20, verse 17 through 21, and Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 20 through 23. This is telling you this is not okay. You should not have to carry these scars, so family. And we need to put it out there, because a lot of people feel like, I can't be loved. I don't know how to love, because you carry that scar. Now you can carry that scar, but you let that be a battle wound that you got up and you fought against it. You brought justice to it. You understand that God is saying that that is destruction, not only of Sodom, but this worldly generation that is going on, of the generational curses of these things happening. Father is saying that we have to stop this destruction. This is not what he had entailed for his children. And these relationships are forbidden. Parent to child, sister to brother, grandparent to grandchild, uncle to niece, aunt to nephew, between full siblings, and half siblings and in-laws. This is the Levitical law. This is written in the Bible by our Father. And when I'm hearing some of these energies that are coming through that have taken their own life, of being sodomized, raped, molested, bearing children, them are scars. Them are predators. Them are seducers. And Father is saying their time is coming, because behold, he has given them the land for the bones to be buried. This will no longer be a happening thing. When Father brings his new kingdom and his new paradise to us, this is not going to happen. Families are not going to be torn apart. Women and children and men and boys are not going to have to go through this. Being bullied by your friends, being sexually abused by your friends, that's not going to happen. And that's why Father said, bring this forward and put out there the beautiful song that you wrote called Crying Eyes. And with Mars ruling over everything now, it's your will and your action. As the moon rules our emotions, it is time for you to let God clear them emotions, to have that restart, to grow from everything that was going on, knowing that you are not the only one. There's millions of little girls, grown women, little boys, grown men that are going through this. And Father is saying it has to come to the surface. It has to be brought out there. And a lot of people are saying, you know what? I don't want to hear this. Okay? Do not fear. When you clear what is holding you back with these scars, with this pain, with these things that have taken place, you are shining the light on you. You are giving yourself self-love and self-care, knowing that you don't deserve to be treated this way. So now Father is saying, we're going to get some cards on here to collaborate what is going on, because he is saying it's all about self-love. It's all about self-care. And the thing is you need to care, because Father says the ones who are walking in the righteousness and the will of Father, he wants you to look at it this way. These people that done this to you, and you carry Father in your heart, mind, and soul, and you walk in that righteousness. When they did this to you, they were raping and molesting our Father. They were doing this to him too, because he resides within you. And that punishment, that consequence, you watch. A lot of people will say, oh, well, there's nothing that can be done. The Most High can do something. And that's what you need to remember. And that's why come together with Father. So what do we need to know? Whoa, did you see that? Right here. First one. Look at. First one. Number 17 is very significant. Okay. 17 is saying, listen, you hear these silent sounds. You've got these voices. You're listening to these different things going through your head. You're being trapped in your head. And this is a soul lesson with the throat chakra, that you need to speak your truth. And by speaking your truth, you know what's going to happen? Everything is going to come to the surface. Now, Father is saying that also with this card, this is telling me, so family, anybody out there between the ages of 29 and 35, he's talking, this has happened to you. He's bringing it forward. We have number 13 about your stable foundation. He's talking about anybody from the ages 22 to 28. Your soul lesson is that, listen, you have to heal your heart beyond all measures. And that means bringing this to the surface, because they only wanted you to hold it back so you didn't embarrass the family, so that you didn't bring out their sickness. But Father says, listen, you are my sister, you are my brother, and this is our eternal life to come together, heal the hearts, and have joy, have happiness, instead of watching our soul family be in that pain and misery, self-harming, taking your life, being in that depression, that anxiety, having PTS, being triggered, having flashbacks. It's time to bring it forward. And then we have the astral travel. So this is, Father is saying that this is the communication with the aura chakra. This is saying from age 0 on up age to 12, that look, you see that moth? This is something that you have not let go. You have not let go, because the moth is all about surrender. Look at how it looks like a dunce cap on you. That dunce cap is because of the fact you felt ashamed. You didn't want to communicate that. But the thing is it was blocking your spiritual light. It was blocking your growth. It was taking over. When you see the moth on the head, it's making you trapped in your thoughts. It's giving you that stinking thinking. It's blocking your communication with God because it's letting them negative energies take a stronghold over you. And Father says, no. The thing is the moth is attracted to the light, just like that pain. That pain is attached to your light. When you let that pain go, you release the dark nights of the shadow and let your light shine. You get that communication with Father. You get that closeness, more closeness with Father. Okay? And this is allowing you to travel, to shine your light, to be that beautiful angelic being. Okay? What else do we need to know, Father? Look, you got it, came out again. The aura chakra. In order for you to shine, you have to rid of that pain. You have to let it out. You have to speak about it. It is not your fault. People are not going to look down on you. If they look down on you, it's because they're hiding their own inner turmoil because the same has happened to them. And this is all about the stability, right? This is the gift of dance. Now, how many of you can say, if you're out and you see somebody dancing, what does it make you do? It makes your soul want to move. It makes your soul want to dance, right? Just like the healing journey. When one lets it out and says, hey, it's okay to share it. It's okay to be vulnerable and transparent. Nobody's going to use it against you. They can't use it against you. Because you know how many people can relate to that pain, to that suffering of that type of abuse that was hidden? Or being exposed to certain things that scarred your mind? Yes, look, scarred your mind. Look, the bluebird coming through. And this is that soul lesson from your third eye, which is your spiritual antenna of the connection to our Father, 21. He is saying this is a complete message. The desire to know the truth, the desire to put the truth out, the desire to speak the truth, to find your true self, because you have been hiding behind this pain. You have been hiding behind this wall of pain for so long. You didn't want people to know how bad and disgusting it was. But it's affected how you are romantically with your relationships. It's affected how you trust your relationships, how you love. And I'm hearing a male energy come through right now and is saying, you know, can you truly love me for who I am? Yes. The answer is yes. Yes. See, I'm telling you, Father knows this is the healing Merkabah. This is all about your stable foundation. This is the root chakra. The root chakra is somebody from the age from 0 to 7 was molested and hurt so bad. Yes, thank you, Sister Luana. I greatly appreciate you, sister. Yes, Father says it's a healing for all of us. But this is talking about from age 0 to 7. I'm hearing you were molested. You were forced to do things against your will that rocked your foundation of who you are today. I'm also hearing 44 of the Ascended Masters coming out and saying, listen, this is very powerful. But this healing is what is needing to be able to take place in order for you to move to that next chapter of your life, to create that happiness. Yes, the crown chakra, Father comes through. Look at deeply rooted and grounded, 25. That is our Father coming through. And this is him saying, listen, you're magnificent. You're extraordinary. You're a beautiful soul being, and you need to be in the present. You are living in that past pain. But when you see somebody dancing, what's the first thing it makes you want to do? It makes you want to listen to that jam. It makes you want to dance, let loose, have fun, right? We also need to do that with our pain. That's what creates that happiness. That's where that happiness is contagious, okay? Because the thing is when you can transform that pain, it brings peace and harmony. It lets people know that there is a gifted connection, right? 27 is the spiritual enlightenment. It's like the crown chakra. This is that gifted connection of being deeply rooted and grounded with so many people who have gone through so many similar things, just different people, places, times, ages, okay? But the thing is you are the star. 36, this is the spiritual enlightenment. Father is saying you have good fortune coming. You just need to be able to do that. 34 is our Father also coming through and saying, look, the change is needed. Don't hold it in anymore, because them demons want to hold you down. They want to trap you. And that's why he said for the chorus is, you abused me, you broke me, you scarred me, trapped me in my head. Now I'm falling in this misery. Thought you were my friend. The thing is you are the star. The leopard is very unique. You see the butterfly on the third eye. It's about being able to go through that change and transformation, knowing that you are an extraordinary being, knowing that you are very angelic in who you are. So, all right, Father, let's get some clarification for the truth. What do we need to know for the truth? Yeah, the truth is we all have a purpose. That purpose is bringing that dark to light, to bring divinity and unity. And put it out there to stop this type of abuse, stop this mobbing, trafficking, and hurting individuals and scarring them. We need to balance things out, and that's why it came out with the throat chakra, because Father says, listen, I know you're going to speak the truth to my child because I gave you that purpose. I gave you that purpose to be that communicator, to bring the things out that people don't want to talk about. But you did the healing work. You did all the work. And that's on myself. So what do we have for the heart chakra when it comes to the joy? Yeah, the joy is you are a divine being, and he will help you manifest that prosperity. So you no longer have to go and jump back into that timeline of the past, but be in the present here and now, and know that everything that has happened to you, it's like the heart goes above and beyond. We can all connect spiritually and help each other each day and travel to that new destination, to that new chapter that Father has for us to shine our light. So what do we have for the aura? I'm telling you, Page of Wands coming out. That discovery of being very enthusiastic to get the messages to open a new chapter with 333. Okay? That is divine feminine, our Father, and divine masculine coming together and saying, in order for you to have that committed relationship with your divine masculine or your divine feminine, you need to heal these issues. You need to heal these insecurities. You need to heal these past traumas. And you need to come in with that self-love and self-care and know that we care about you. We care about your pain and your trauma. So what do we know? What do we need to know about the gift of dance, Father? Yeah. The gift of dance. We need to stand in our power. We need to come together. 33, the master teacher is coming through for that stable foundation, is saying, listen, when you band together, when you take all these broken people with all these scars and all of these memories that people and therapists and everybody else say, oh, no, this is unreliable. They're not speaking the truth. They can't remember this. Goody goo-hoo. Boo. Let me tell you. We, as the victims of going through it, every time we close our eyes, we see what has happened, what went down. Or there's things that will trigger us, and that's where you do the healing. When you start healing from that, it's the gift of dance to dance through that, knowing you stand in your power, and then memories, they don't come up like they did anymore. You can speak about it like I'm speaking about it, and you don't see me with the crying eyes. You don't see me emotional. You don't see me, talking mean about our enemies. In fact, in my song, as I pray for the enemy's lies, because the enemies are going to lie, lie, lie. But we wipe the tears from our eyes because we are strong and we are here to heal. So what do we need for the soul lesson when it comes for that desire to know the truth, to be true to thyself, to be able to see things from a different perspective? What do we need to know, Father? What do we need to know? Yes, the King of Pentacles. Stand in your power. Be very disciplined and controlled. Be able to release them emotions, just like it said in my song. You learn how to deal with it. You stand in your power. You no longer, confirmation, you no longer allow that to harvest that negative energy over you. You no longer let it hinder you and hold you down. It is a healing component to put out there. And that is your true self, is staying deeply rooted and grounded with our Father, knowing that even though it tried to harden you, even though you tried to recluse yourself and hide yourself and hide what happened to you, you had that desire to know, is anybody else going through this? Am I the only one that has endured this kind of pain? No, soul family, you're not. And that's why we have to honor our cycles, because for our foundation, for our stability, for our security, we have to be deeply rooted and grounded and be that healing Merkabah. Okay, so what do we need to know for the honoring the cycles, Father? That's right. We have to illuminate the cycles in order to move forward, to be in that present here and now. Because if you come together with your twin flame and you're allowing these past traumas to affect you and you're not healing from it, you're not working through it, and you're with your twin flame, but they're coming up. Father is saying, listen, honor this cycle, because your past trauma is not their past. That's not their baggage. Same goes for you, for both sides. Your past timelines are not the burdens for your partner to carry, for either one. But it is for that happy marriage, for that happy life, for that happy home, for that stability and security. It's about coming together and healing them. Knowing that what you went through, the illumination of it is very disgusting. Some of the things that we went through are very disgusting, but Father said we have to be in the present, right? He said we have to be in the present, because the crown chakra is saying, listen, you are magnificent. You are extraordinary. Do not let this hold you down. Do not let it divert you into carrying some type of shame. Okay? Don't be embarrassed of what happened, because you had no control over it. And some people I'm hearing right now, these energies are screaming and they're saying, but why would God let this happen to me? No, God didn't do it. These people that did it, they had the free will to act upon it and to turn around and blame you. Oh, she wanted it, or oh, he wanted it, or oh, he didn't stop it. The thing is some of you may not have stopped it because they whispered in your ear. They gave you them threats. They made you feel very insecure and scared for your life. And Father is saying, listen, keep the hope, keep the faith, because Father is with you every step of the way. And he's saying, it's like, you need to see that the seeds that were planted, and it's all coming up here like he had me say at the beginning of this, we are all like a bouquet of flowers. We come in all different shapes, colors, and sizes. Look at how beautiful that is when we all come together and make that beautiful field of flowers. Being deeply rooted and grounded, being able to trust and believe in God, and be in that present moment that we are not going to allow this to darken our doorstep. So this is the gift of the connection, right? Father says this is the gift of the connection, is to be able to enjoy that hug, enjoy that kiss, enjoy that embrace, enjoy that relationship, to really be committed and love harder and deeper with unconditional love, and not allow your past trauma to interfere in your relationships. Yeah, it's time to rebuild. These people have pulled you down for so long of what has taken place. And now it's time to rebuild. It's time to grab, the Two of Cups is like that partnership, okay? It's time to grab the partnership of your soul family and know that you are not alone. Know that you do not walk alone on this. This is still going on today, and we as God's children have to stop this. We have to stand in our power. We have to bring it to the surface, because everybody else is pushing it down. They're saying that we're unreliable, that we can't remember what happened to us. Oh, you betcha. We remember, right, soul family? Everyone who has been abused mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, sexually, you have every memory of what's taken place. When you were put in positions to be beaten by your mother's significant other, or your father's significant other, or whatever it may be, that left you go without, that made it so that you started hating yourself, not loving you. This is all about self-love, self-care. You need to come back and love you enough to say, hey, I'm the star, and I'm going to get good fortune out of this. Why? Because Father is bringing a new beginning for me by being able to speak it out, to help me with that change, because I am unique. And the truth will always be spoken. And this time for change, what do we need to know for the change, Father? What do we need to know for the change? Wow. I'm telling you right now, contemplating. Stop contemplating. Do what's best for you. Because the thing is, it has created this depression, this anxiety. It has trapped you in your head. It has caused family problems. It has caused you to walk away from your family, walk away from the people that hurt you, whether it was a babysitter, whether it was a friend, whatever it may be. But you had to walk away. So some of you left at an early age because you had to walk away. You were like, I can't take this anymore. The thing is Father gave you the strength to walk away. Even though you didn't know where you were going, you didn't know how you was going to do it. Father said, you contemplated for so long. How am I going to get out of this? How am I going to get away from this? How am I going to stop this abuse? Because it is mentally tearing me down to the point where I hate myself. I'm disgusted. How can I have a relationship? How can, I build anything because of this? And you had the courage to walk away. And Father said, by you walking away, you recognized your own light. You were tired of that internal volcano that was stopping your inner child from being able to give and receive. And that's why a lot of you struggle when it comes to a loving relationship, because you didn't have that. The people that were closest to you, that were supposed to love you, they violated you. So when somebody says, oh, well, she's got trust issues, or he's got trust issues, or, oh, he can't commit, he's got player energy. Look back and see, and stand in your power and see. Where does it all stem from? It stems from somebody that you loved, that you trusted, that you thought was there to protect you, was the one who actually violated you and broke your trust, hurt you, and put your heart in a million pieces, and crumbled your soul to where our bones are buried, where you buried this deep down in your solar plex, hoping that it would never come to the surface, because the one person that you went and told did not trust and believe you. They thought you were lying. They thought you were making it up, just like my song said. Right here. They called me a liar and pushed it to the side. You fell to my knees looking to the sky. All I could do was break down and cry. I know life is not fair. That's why you didn't care. Because the thing is this person that you told, that you tried to bring it to the surface, they didn't want the embarrassment. They didn't want a family secret out. They didn't want the family or friend or whoever it may be to be zeroed in on. Because I'm hearing some of you also got bullied from a friend who was doing this to you, making you and forcing you to do these things. Otherwise, they would beat you, and they'd have a group of people beat you. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone, soul family. You are not alone. I'm telling you. Okay, so what is the advice that you want to say, Father? What is the advice you want to say? Look, in your head, what Father is saying here with the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords, he's coming in and saying, listen, you were a quick thinker when this stuff was happening to you. Now be that influencer. Instead of holding the pain, energetically release it. I know you're curious about how is it going to feel if I release this? How is it going to take these burdens from me? Father says, follow me. All who is laden, place your burdens on me. Surrender, let go, and let God have it, right? This is the sword of truth that they have kept you mentally trapped in your head. And now it's time. Now it's time to let it out. Yeah, look. The Page of Wands. This is that discovery with the Four of Swords. For your stability and security, it's time to let go what no longer serves you. You can no longer hold on to this pain. That scar is so deep already that it has reversed to deep inside, to create that deep wound, to affect everything that you are doing. Good, Purple Bird. Yes, see, and that's what Father's talking about. Because look, the Five of Cups coming in, it's like they're the ones that are going to feel this loss. They're the ones that are going to feel this regret. They're the ones that are going to feel that adversity of when it comes to the light, when the truth is spoken. Never be ashamed of who you are. That's why it said in my song, remember who you are. Remember who you are. I said, remember who you are. Because you were that innocent. You were that innocent being, Father said. What else do we need to know, Father? Yeah, look. The Ten of Wands. This hurts me so bad. Because when you see this beautiful snapdragon with the Ten of Wands, it's like this has been a burden to you that you have been responsible for. And it has made you snap. It has made you go into the drug life, to addictions, alcohol, whatever it may be. To misuse your energetic vessel. But all along, you were that fiery dragon that had the passion. One more day. One more day, I'll get through this. One more time, I will get through this. Help me through this, Father. Help me through this. Okay, what else do we need to know? Yeah. The Queen of Cups. Don't change who you are. Remember who you are. You are a person with unconditional love, compassion. You're very intuitive. Stay calm. And influence is saying, bring that pain to the surface. Let that blood go back to the sea. Let it return to the sea. Because them deep emotions, all it's doing is hurting you. It doesn't hurt these people that did that to you. They go and live their life every day not caring how they hurt you. how it damaged your life, the scars that it left within you. They don't care because they're probably still out there repeating that same cycle. You just don't know about it because the people that they're doing it to are not coming forward. But the truth always prevails. Always. Yeah. Father says with the Six of Swords, it's like you need to bring that mental stability to calmer waters. Because Father said, when the blood returns to the sea and their bones are buried in the ground, yeah, justice may be served. But who is still in their head from what took place? You are. So you need to release it. You need to release it. You need to, yes, look, you need to release it. You need to bring that balance to you because the Two of Wands is that progress and discovery. Ooh, there's a divine masculine that's really paying attention because when the left side of my nose itches, he's really paying attention. But the Two of Wands, and this is primrose, okay? The primrose flower, this is the progress and discovery to bring balance to your life. Now, the primrose is a natural healing element out in Mother Earth Gaia that reconditions, okay? The oils from this flower actually put glucosamine into your joints, okay? It rejuvenates you. And that's what Father's talking about the balance of that progress and discovery. It's like you need to renew yourself. You need to rejuvenate yourself. And the primrose is that beautiful natural oil from our Father that says, listen, I'm going to help you blossom. I'm going to help you grow. I'm going to help you plant new seeds. I'm going to help you flourish. But I'm also going to recondition you to know that that pain, that hurt, that stuff that you went through, it's not your burden. It's not your responsibility. And they need to have it to where it's making you not snap on the person who comes in that Father ordains for you. Because they may not be fully healed. You may not be fully healed. Every day is a healing process. But when Father brings two people together to love unconditionally, that means you love them imperfectly perfect with all their flaws, all their hurts, all their pains, all their burdens, everything that they're carrying. That mental instability that they're carrying from that childhood trauma and pain, God is saying, when you come together, they will release this. They will see, oh, well, she can release it. She can talk about it. She's giving me forewarning. But 1010 is God and the angels are watching over. Your guardian angels are watching over, right? Father is saying it becomes a bigger healing component when you're doing it together. So if your divine masculine has, jealousy issues, if they have abuse, if they're acting ignorant or anything else, pray for their healing. Pray for their healing because it goes much deeper than they're wanting to bring out. Because they don't want people to point fingers. They have an image to uphold. The thing is they're not being their true authentic self. Confirmation. They're not being their true authentic self. If they can't be vulnerable and transparent and say, hey, I'm a human being. It doesn't matter if I'm successful or not successful. The thing is, this happened to me. It put me in my head. It put me in my head, and the things that I do on an everyday basis, whether I seclude myself, I isolate myself, I imprison myself, or I have these mental thoughts that are very dark and deep because of the abuse. But yet, when you look at them people and you look in their eyes, that's the window to their soul. And these people have the biggest, loving, kind, compassionate heart who would not hurt a fly. But the pain that they project is the armor that they're wearing to protect themselves from the darkness that they have gone through that they don't want to bring to the light. I'm telling you, look, it came out again. 9 of Swords. The depression, the anxiety, the anger. And Father says, look, the 10 of Pentacles. He wants you to manifest this new life. He wants you 10 with the 9 of swords. He's wanting you to put a completion to this so that things can come to fruition for you, because you're holding yourself back. I'm hearing you could be successful and all of a sudden everything just come to earth. And that's because you're not healing. And Father says, I can't keep giving you abundant things if you're not going to make the progress and discovery and come to calmer waters, because I gave you a heart of gold. I gave you this compassion. I gave you these intuitive abilities. I gave you to be an influencer, whether it's through your creativity or whether it's verbally, whatever it may be. But he gave you this. And he said, behind the scenes, you are not being your true authentic self. You are putting on a mask that you are all fine, hunky-dory, but really you suffer in them 4 walls of pain just like we all do. And Father says it's time to recognize. Yes, Purple Bird, absolutely. The truth always prevails. It always comes out. So that is your beautiful message, soul family. That's what Father has for the message. It's like, don't be afraid. And I just got the goosebumps all over my cheeks and all the way down to my feet, because he's saying, I love you, my child. You always stand in your power. You know your divine purpose. You help others become abundant in their purpose. And that is that kind, compassionate, very calm, very intuitive being that I created you to be. And all the pain that you have gone through is a testimony to help others stand in their power and balance their purpose, so that we can all prosper into this new beautiful life. So family, yes, you are so welcome, Sister Luana. Love you. So much love to my soul family. I greatly appreciate all of my soul family for being here, for the love and support, for that strength and that unity to come together in humanity and be them pillars of strength, to be abundant, to do our purpose, and to help every one of our soul family stand in that power to be that magnificent, extraordinary, unique being, that rare gem that Father has co-created us to be. Yes, you are so welcome, Purple Bird. So welcome. I love you, sister. And like I said, it is a very choked up message. It is a very heart-strong message. But Father says she ain't afraid to put anything out there. When I say do my work, she does my work. Yes, it's healing for all of us. All of us have healing, and so many people want to masquerade it. So many people want to put on that facade. So many people want to pull down that shade and cover it up like, okay, if we don't talk about it, it's not going to come out. And Father says, oh no. We need to heal the world. We need to heal his children so that they come and they walk in the righteousness with him and see that he will give them everything that their heart wishes and desires. He will make all their dreams and goals and desires come true. And it's standing in your power. Divine feminine, divine masculine, soul family. I love you so much. I greatly appreciate all of you. May all your wishes, goals, dreams, and desires come true. May the healing come upon you. May God come down with the strength of his right hand and put you in his season and in his purpose and in his favor and get you through this. To know that don't be ashamed. Okay, you're not the only one. And this is something that is still lively, very active in this world today. And we as God's children need to put a stop to it, because it's going to go on for generations and generations. And we are the collector and the curse breakers. And Father says we're doing the work of him, right? But the thing is you can't be scared. You cannot fear nobody. The only person you should fear is our Father himself. Because when he comes in with that I call it corporal punishment, because he's the only one that knows exactly how we're going to get punished. And so when you walk in the righteousness with him and you clear out them hurts and pains of your past, know that them scars are never going to go away. They will always have a slight remnants there. but your testimony will be a healing source for others to say, hey, wow, this person went through this too. Oh, now there's that soul family connection. Why? Because you are not alone. You are not alone. And that's what Father says. Bring that unity. Exactly, Purple Bird. Thank you. I greatly appreciate you, sister. You are too. You are too. All of my soul family. You are hard workers of God, and you have hearts of gold. And he says that them 10 golden keys of abundance, just know he means it. Them 10 golden keys of abundance unlock. So if you've been wanting a new home, you want a new car, all your wishes, goals, dreams, and desires will come true. Stand in your power and work on your purpose. And the Divine Father, spiritually, he has you. That's right, Purple Bird. Our Father wants us to help each other. And the ones who don't have enough courage, give them the strength and the confidence to know it's okay. It's okay to bring it out. We understand you. We understand you on a soul level. But them scars, they are very deep. And that's why I said, if you didn't hear the song that I wrote with this crossed over, very powerful, well-known, he's a musician. He told me to tell you, he's a musician, okay? He's very powerful. But he sat here at 9:56 p.m. last night and gave me this 911 message. And we co-created this together. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. But he says, keep shining your light. Keep spreading that love and light. And keep being that positive influencer. And keep your vibration on a high frequency. Don't let them negative energies control your life anymore. Take charge of your life. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. I love you so, family. Anybody wishing to get a hold of me, down in the description is my email. You can email me. Like I said, I'm getting a couple thousand a day right now with everything going on. So just know that if I didn't get back to you right away, I will get back to you. Everybody in my soul family knows that normally I'm promptly on it, but with the explosion and the breakdown of that laptop, my computer, I am working on getting a new one. So anybody who wishes to donate out of the kindness of your heart, down in the description is also my Cash App. And once I get the new one up and running, you're going to see there's going to be so many different things. We're going to have guests on here. We're going to have different things popping off. And we're going to actually have Soul Family who is willing to stand up with testimony and, bring their testimony forward and have a full conversation on it. So God bless you all. Thank you all so much. It is between you and God, and I give all praise and glory to our Father with the grace and mercy because he brought you, Soul Family, into my life, and it's because of all of you. This channel is popping up, and look at how many people we got now. We're almost up to 200, and people's like, oh, 200? Like I said, Father had not many followers, but the ones that he did were the ones that were most impacted by the messages. So when we get it out there to our soul family, it's just going to be like that flower. It's going to keep blossoming, right? Yes, thank you, because I greatly appreciate my soul family. I greatly appreciate all the love and support. I greatly appreciate all of the donations that have come in, who appreciate the messages that me and Father are doing. And like I said, I am here to give the messages of our Father. Everybody knows I don't sugarcoat nothing, never will. I speak my truth, and what Father brings through, I will put it out there. If people want to make fun of me, like I said, I don't care. Okay. And when I say I don't care, it's not that I don't care about the individual, because I will pray for the individual, but I'm not afraid to be myself. I love who I am. I love who Father created me to be. And I'm here to love each and every one of you. So hugs. All right. Love you so, family. God bless you. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow for the Magical Monday. It is the new start of the week, and Father is saying, with it being the full moon, expect a big surprise, okay? Expect a big surprise. That's all I can tell you is he's saying expect a big surprise. So love you all. Peace. Good night.